Let's take a look at this problem. We got f of x is equal to 2x squared times x squared, or x plus 2 to the 4th power. There we go. And we want to, instructions are to find the third derivative. First off, I notice this is going to be the product rule. I'm going to say that 2x squared is p, and the x plus 2 is q. Now we need p prime. Derivative of 2x squared gives us 4x. It's p prime. And q prime. Well, this is the chain rule. We got parentheses to a power, so we take our power, put it out in front. What's inside the parentheses remains as is. Lower our power by 1 times the derivative of what's inside the parentheses. Derivative of x plus 2 is 1, so that just basically drops away. We got 4 times x plus 2 to the 3rd power. Okay, our formula. Formula is p prime q plus p q prime. So for our first derivative, p prime was 4x times q, which was x plus 2 to the 4th, plus p, which is 2x squared, times q prime, which is 4 times x plus 2 to the 3rd. Well, this is considered one group here, and this will be considered one group. Actually, let me simplify that first. What am I thinking? I got 4x times x plus 2 to the 4th power. 2 times 4 is 8. So we've got 8x squared, x plus 2 to the 3rd power. Okay, this is one group, and this is one group. Why do I call them groups? It's because everything's multiplication. This is 4 times x plus 2 to the 4th. This is 8 times x squared times x plus 2 to the 3rd. Now let's factor out what they have in common. Number-wise, I got 4 and 8. GCF is 4. Largest number divides in both of them. Here we got x to the 1st power. Here we got x squared. So we're going to factor out an x. You always factor out the one with the smaller exponent. Now here we got x plus 2 to a power times x plus 2 to the power. So I'll factor out an x plus 2 to the 3rd. It's always the one with the smallest exponent. And let's see what that leaves us. That 4 is gone, that x is gone. 3 of these x plus 2's are gone, so that just leaves us single x plus 2. 8 divided by 4 is 2. One of these x's is gone, so it leaves us an x, and all of those are gone. Okay, so then it gives us 4x times x plus 2 to the 3rd, and then x plus 2x is 3x plus 2. Now, I could use a variation of the product rule where you got 3 products, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange this, x plus 2 to the 3rd, and I'll put the 4x in front of the 3x plus 2. And just to keep it to our basic formula, I'm going to multiply the 4x through. So 4x times 3x gives us 12x squared. 4x times 2 is 8x. Okay. Well, now I got something times something else. So this will be our p, and this will be our q. So I need p prime. Here we got parentheses to a power again, so I take my power, put it out in front. What's inside the parentheses remains as is. Lower your power by 1, so that becomes 2. And then you multiply times the derivative of what's inside the parentheses, but derivative of x plus 2 is 1. I already showed that up above, so I'm not going to write that out again. Q prime. 12x squared, take 2, put it out in front, so that gives us 24x plus 8. Okay, now let's plug this into our formula for our second derivative. So we've got p prime q plus p q prime. This is kind of a long problem. I'm going to actually double check this against the answer after we finish. P prime was 3x plus 2 squared times q, which was the 12x squared plus 8x, plus p, which was the x plus 2 to the third power, times q prime, which is 24x plus 8. Well, some things I notice here. Let's put 2 squared. The 12x squared plus 8x, we can factor out the GCF, which is 4x, and that gives us 3x plus 2. Over here, x plus 2 to the third, we can factor an 8 out, and that gives us 3x plus 1. Okay, well, 3 times 4 is 12, and I'll put the x out in front, and then x plus 2 to the squared times 3x plus 2. Here I'll put the 8 out in front, and then we got x plus 2 to the third power times 3x plus 1. Okay. Now this is considered one group, and this is considered one group. Now, if I look at the two groups, the reason why they're groups, again, is everything's multiplied together. 12 times x plus 2 squared times 3x plus 2. And over here we got 8 times x plus 2 to the third times 3x plus 1. If we look at the numbers first, 12 and 8, both divisible by 4. That's the GCF. Here we got an x, but this doesn't have x to a power. Now here we got x plus 2 squared. Here we got x plus 2 to the third. You always factor out the one with the smallest exponent. So we'll factor out x plus 2 squared. Our first group, 12 divided by 4 is 3. That x remains. We took both of these x plus 2 squareds out, so those are all gone. And we're left with 3x plus 2. Plus 8 divided by 4 is 2. We had 3 x plus 2's here, and we took 2 of them away, so that leaves us a single x plus 2. And 3x plus 1 carries down. Well, nothing else factors out of that. So I want to get rid of parentheses, combine to get like terms, see what happens. So I got 4 times x plus 2 squared. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times 2 is 6x. Plus 2. And then x times 3x is 3x squared. X times 1 is 1x or x. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 1 is 2. So then we've got 4 times x plus 2 squared. 9x squared plus 6x plus 2 times, combine together like terms, x plus 6x is 7x plus 2. 4 times x plus 2 squared, and 9x squared plus 6x, multiply the 2 through. 2 times 3 gives us 6x squared. 2 times 7x is 14x. 2 times 2 is 4. Which then gives us 4 times x plus 2 squared. 9x squared plus 6x squared is 15x squared. 6x plus 14x is 20x plus 4. Okay, let me jot that down since I'm out of room. That's our second derivative. 15x squared plus 20x plus 4. Okay, let me start a new page. So we just found our second derivative is equal to 4 times x plus 2 squared, and then 15x squared plus 20x plus 4. Now we could on this one, if we wanted to, take that 4 and multiply it through. but there's really no need because it's just a number, and we can leave the number out in front if we want. So we've got something times something else. So this will be P and this will be Q. We need P prime. Parentheses to a power, take your power, put it out in front. What's inside the parentheses remains as is, lower your power by 1. Times the derivative of what's inside the parentheses, but derivative of x plus 2 is 1. We've saw that before, so I won't write it down again. Q prime. The derivative of that, 15 stays out in front, x squared, take your 2, put it out in front. 15 times 2 is 30, x to the first, plus 20x becomes 20, and the 4 disappears. So our formula says P prime Q plus P Q prime. So for our third derivative, 4 just stays completely out in front. P prime, that's 2 times x plus 2 times Q, which is 15x squared plus 20x plus 4, plus P, which was x plus 2 squared, times Q prime, which is 30x plus 20. Okay. Do a little bit of work here. So we got 2 times x plus 2 times 15x squared plus 20x plus 4. I don't think that factors. Over here, 30x plus 20. They're both divisible by 10, so I'll take 10 and I'll put it completely out in front here. And then we got x plus 2 squared, and 30 divided by 10 is 3, so we got 3x plus 20 divided by 10 is 2, so 3x plus 2. Okay, now let's identify the groups. Here's a group, and here's a group. And again, the reason why is because everything's multiplication. This is 2 times x plus 2 times 15x squared plus 20x plus 4. This is 10 times x plus 2 squared times 3x plus 2. So I want to factor out, maybe I'll have big parentheses here. Factor out GCF. The 2 and 10, I can bring a 2 out. The largest number divides into both of them. Now here we have x plus 2 the first power, and here we have x plus 2 the second power. So we're going to bring out x plus 2 to the first power. You always bring out the one with the smallest exponent. Well, this 2's gone, this x plus 2's gone, and we're left with this. So I got 15x squared plus 20x plus 4 plus 10 divided by 2 is 5. We had 2 x plus 2's. We took one of them away, so that leaves us a single x plus 2. And then that 3x plus 2 carries down. Okay. 4 times 2 is 8. So we've got 8 times x plus 2. Now what's inside of the brackets? I'm going to get rid of the parentheses, combine together like terms, see where it heads. So I got 15x squared plus 20x plus 4 plus 5, and multiply these together. X times 3x is 3x squared. X times 2 is 2x. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 2 is 4. It gives us 8 times x plus 2. We got 15x squared plus 20x plus 4 plus 5 times 3x squared, combine together like terms, 2x plus 6x is 8x plus 4. 8 times x plus 2, 15x squared plus 20x plus 4, multiply the 5 through. 5 times 3 gives us 15x squared. 5 times 8x gives us 40x. 5 times 4 is 20. Got 8 times x plus 2, combine together like terms. 15x squared plus 15x squared is 30x squared. 20x plus 40x is 60x. 4 plus 20 gives us 24. Well, as I was writing that down, I noticed these are all divisible by 6, looks like. So I can factor a 6 out. Hopefully that's all they're divisible by. So that gives us 5x squared plus 10x plus 4. Yeah. And take 6, put it completely out in front, and that gives us 48 times x plus 2 times 5x squared plus 10x plus 4. Okay, and now's the time to see if there's any kind of gnashing of teeth. I'm going to check it against the key. This one I struggled with on the key. I worked it twice just to make sure I had the correct answer. Okay, let's see here. Well, if I can find where. There it is. 48 times x plus 2 times 5x squared plus 10x plus 4. Okay, that looks good. So that's our answer.